Hey guys, thank you for coming. This is Pretty in Plants. If you haven't been here before, I'm Rachel, and today we're doing a house tour. So making and selling soaps, I do all my own packaging. It takes a lot of man hours to do all that, and so December is soap month. So today though, we're going to do a tour. We haven't done a tour in a couple months, and so I thought we'd do a tour today. It's going to be about 85% of my collection because I wanted to keep it under 30 minutes. And so it will be the downstairs plants, just about all of the downstairs plants. And there's a few upstairs plants, but I thought the downstairs is really the bulk of my collection. So it's this room first, and then we're going to move into the living room, piano room, dining room, kitchen, and then into my bedroom and into my bathroom. And that should cover quite a few plants. I hope you enjoy this tour, and thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. Thank you. Mwah. Let's get started. One, which is the Strelitzia. This plant, see, when I first got it, and just the first few weeks it didn't do very well, but this is a whole new leaf. So it got this leaf, this is an older leaf, and it kind of has just the only lighting is back in that corner. Quite a bit of new growth. See on the top there? So it must like this little space that it's in on my storage rack. So bird's nest fern, Mona Lisa lipstick plant, Scindapsus plant. Then we have the, and this one isn't happy yet. I just put it into semi-hydroponics a few days ago and was pretty rough with it. So you can tell it's a little sad on the leaves. It's a little wet right now too. So I think it'll perk back up, but it's a rattlesnake calathea plant. This is one of my newer acquisitions. This is a, see how tall that is. This one's a Monstera adansonii that I purchased at this height. It was at a local nursery, and then at the top is a spider, the spider plant, which is actually doing pretty well. I just watered it, and it always gets a little brown right after watering, but it seems to be happy in that spot. And then this is my Ficus lyrata I talked about last time. This is a Begonia rhizomatus, and then the this is just a little oh, what are those called? I'll put that on the screen. The neon pothos is right there. And then we have another Begonia rhizomatus. That is a very need to be watered staghorn fern. And then this one is a Hoya that you can tell when they start getting these long things that they're going to be really happy, and they're starting to get new growth. And it's either the Hoya princess or the queen. I think it's the princess. So let me show you a slow view of this room. You can kind of see that's where I sit on the couch, and that's all the plants just in that one small area. Then over here, this is kind of messier. This is my sewing area, and I have a couple of, in the middle, is a variegated ZZ plant, and then I have a couple of my Sansevierias in the window, and then that's kind of the view out the back window. And then there's a ZZ plant in a jar, and then coming over here, there is my Ficus microcarpa ginseng. It has a couple of yellow leaves. And then down here we have my jungle boogie, which has done very well. It's a philodendron jungle boogie. It's done well since the day that I bought it. There's a grow light attached to the wall, and then up there is a Adansonii that I'm trying to grow up, and that one's not super happy. So then we're gonna go down this hallway. All right, so here is the laundry room where I have my pothos growing on top of the dryer. It loves it up there and has never had an issue. So here we go into the living room where I have my deer head, and there's a pothos and joy next to another pothos. I kind of stuck them into the same pot that's hanging on the wall, and they seem to like that pot. And then up here on top, we're gonna have the aloe vera next to the ZZ Raven and all of its dark beauty. Our Christmas tree, we can't put presents underneath, but we have, these are ornaments from 1993. My children's handcrafted ornaments. Our tree is more one of handcrafted ornaments and things that mean a lot to us over the years, and not one of like perfection, you know. We kind of like the crafty looking ornaments. So that's that. And then there is the Monstera Deliciosa. The newest leaf on my Monstera is actually this one right here. That's the new leaf that just popped out about 2 weeks ago. And then here is my Heucherii. I'm not sure how to say that, Anthurium. I love that plant. And then my Regal Shields, I have kind of down, this is a faux palm, and down, I just nested my Regal Shields down in the faux palm. This is it's just like a little, I think it's like a patio palm or something like that. This one was actually about this height when I got it, and it's grown tremendously. There's a couple of little struggling, that one looks like it's rotting. Those are neglected plants. And then there is my Ficus lyrata, the 8-foot ficus. And nested down in the ficus, I have a neon pothos, another Hoya that was not doing well, but if you can see, if you look down the Hoya, look how beautiful and long this piece is, which, oh, the cat got it, but that means that this Hoya is finally adjusted to semi-hydroponics and is starting to get some growth on it. So I'll be looking forward to that. And there's another little Hoya. I like to stick things on top. The roots are not very pretty. This is that tree I showed y'all in the last video where I have a bunch of new growth underneath here, and then back there I have my little grow light. Now my large plants I always put on wheels. See that, how I can roll this plant? I always put my large trees on wheels so that I can roll them in the sunlight. There's a little, I think that's actually sunburn, but that way I can dust them more easily and attend to them. This is a Strelitzia. I just put this one in semi-hydroponics 2 days ago, so we'll see how that one does. It's a gorgeous plant that I actually got from, where did I get this Strelitzia? From IKEA. This plant is still in dirt, and I'm trying to decide when I want to take it out. This is a Ficus Danielle. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can see it's getting, it has some new growth. Now it is a ficus, and this is a new place, a new home for it. I haven't had it very long, but you can see there's some new growth right there. But what I like to do with a really large tree is I'll shake it. And that's how, before I vacuum on these trees with these tiny, especially like a Ficus benjamina, just shake all of the leaves out that you can and vacuum them up, and then it'll make a faster process. Then back there, I have a little, and there's my moisture meter, waiting for this to dry out. This is one of my Sansevierias. Absolutely love that one. All right, so let's go over by the fireplace. And this is a ficus audrey. I actually cut some of the lower branches off and I put them in this middle. See how the ficus audrey, I put some in here to propagate. I gave the ficus lyrata that was right in this middle one to a friend. And so then I put the ficus audrey in there. These are a couple of beautiful Christmas poinsettias, and there's a couple of more. This one is the Moonshine Sansevieria, and let's see, that doesn't look good. So I'm gonna check and see if it's overwatered. Ooh, I totally forgot. This was back here. This probably is kind of dry. This one, yeah, it's dry. This is my string of hearts that it's being a little bit neglected. And this is my larger ficus audrey. Again, it is in this, I have it kind of down in there, and I just rotate it so that it gets sun more evenly. And it seems to love the bright light right there. Okay, so this room, we have a couple of more plants in here. That's the back window. And here is, now this basket is, whenever you have a basket with a chain like this, it's hard to service because that chain isn't stiff. So I have to get on a ladder to get that basket down. So what I did on this one is, these are my Hoya, some more of the Hoyas, and I just have them in separate pots so I can kind of service them separately. And then I just kind of nest those pots back in there. So it's two separate pots, which helps me, it's more convenient for me servicing. This is my Imperial Red, Philodendron Imperial Red. And look at the growth on this thing. It just, when I got it, it was down here and it's already grown up past. So one of my plant goals is to get a new stake for it that's taller. And let's see if I can get the lighting for you. That's the Philodendron Imperial Red. Someone corrected me and said it wasn't one, that it was something else, but whenever I Google Imperial Red, this is, more pictures of this actually come up. Here's the Philodendron Prince of Orange. I like this one on the middle. This is a kind of a lazy Susan, and I like it on the middle of our table. This one is the Philodendron lacinatum totem plant, and it's finally getting a new growth. It's taken a little bit of time to get used to our house. And there's another one of those darling things. And then if we come over here, here's my Hoya compacta. It's actually finally getting some new growth. I'm constantly checking it for mealy bugs because sometimes those can get mealy bugs. And this is a compacta variegata that I have down in this little pot that's not doing much, but it's happy. There's another Hoya, Crimson Queen. I think the others were Crimson Princess. One of them has the white on the outside and then one has the white on the inside. And then this is a brand new poly, and the Alocasia amazonica, or the Alocasia poly. My other one actually died. When I checked it, it had perfect roots, but I pulled them out of the leca, and then when I put them back in the leca, it wasn't happy about that and it died immediately. Up there, we're gonna have another pothos, and then a ZZ plant, some little baby plants up there, and then the last one is the Philodendron mayoii, which I absolutely love. You can see it has a new growth right coming out of the top. And then there is the Lucky Bamboo, which it just goes wherever. Then I have some of my things that I'm propagating on the back. It's the Christmas tree. This is a music room. And up here, I'm gonna have my Hoya Bella. There they are. They're hanging there on a curtain rod. I had Boston ferns in here, but the Boston ferns took so much time and energy and humidity, which wasn't good for my instruments. All of my children play instruments. There's the growth on the top of those. They absolutely are loving life right now. There's some growth at the end of those plants and then just trailing down, down, down. So I'm going to get 3 hanging baskets that are really pretty and repot these, but I'm not quite ready yet. And then this is the healthy snake plant calathea that I have. This one's happy, it's getting new growth, it's adjusted. And so the other one will be too, it just takes time. So back in this corner, this is kind of the backed up view of this corner. I have my beautiful Sansevieria and then another ficus. This is either the Taniki, anyway, it's one of the rubber plants and it seems to like it there. And then back here, this is my bedroom. And I'm gonna start over here. This plant had a little setback. This is my Alocasia zebrina. It's absolutely gorgeous. I did lose 1 leaf in the setback period, but now it's starting to grow again. And then over here, I have the philodendron emerald green, which absolutely loves its little spot. And you can see it's getting new growth, new growth. The philodendron for me and Lekka have been very easy. This is my little Hoya. And here is another, this is my vacuum. I have 2 of those and I use them 3 times a day. This is my Monstera deliciosa. The newest leaf on this one is going to be this. That's the newest leaf on there. And then this is my Albo variegata. This is my newest leaf on my Albo Borsigiana variegata. This leaf does not have any variegation, so we shall see. I'm hoping, I trimmed some of it because this stalk is variegated. I feel like it should get another variegated leaf. I'm really hoping it does. And then this is the Freddie. And this one I bought at Lowe's for very inexpensive, this calathea. This was an older leaf, and these are all, lower leaves are all newer. And then we have the prayer plant right here hanging from my bed. I'll give you kind of a backup view. This prayer plant, Maranta, has done very well in here. Every morning, here is my mister. And every morning when I make my bed, I just pump it 2 or 3 times. And then I very quickly will mist these plants that are in my bedroom, do the prayer plant. And then right before bed, I come back in here and I mist them 1 more time. So, and they seem to be, that seems to be adequate humidity. Okay, and the last one in here I have is this little, let me pick these flowers off. This is a little orchid that I've had for a few years now. It's a miniature dendrobium, but look, it's getting another flower there and maybe there. This guy, it's grown no matter what I've done to it, which is nice. And then back in the bathroom, I have some more things that are propagating. I have Hoyas propagating. I have pothos. I have some Sansevieria propagating. I have the Scindapsus pictus propagating. I have a Hoya Bella propagating. So this is one of my propagation stations. I love it here. This is where I put my makeup on. And I love just having a little greenery right there. This tree is the little money tree. I got him very inexpensively from either Lowe's or Home Depot. The nice thing about this one is, again, he can take any amount of abuse and still grows. It's in LECA and loves it. And then we have another rubber plant, Ficus Taniki, with the beautiful pink. Now these, look how small. This is the little pot that it's in. It's very, very small root system. It likes its setup. See, it's getting new leaves. And this window is mildly bright, not very. There's a couple of anthuriums in here that seem to like their setup. They get new flowers constantly. There's an anthurium variegata, heucheri, which is actually a probably my most rare plant in my collection is this heucheri. I think that's how you say it. Extra large anthurium heucherii tricolor. And then that's my closet back in there. Up here, this is my toilet area, and I have a couple of shelves. There's a, I put those in water because they weren't doing very well in, yeah, this one wasn't doing very well in the LECA. So I just went ahead and put it in water. And then this one is a pretty rare orchid. And then up there I have two more Sansevierias. And so that's my bedroom and my bathroom. The living room, let's see. As you can see, there's tons of light. Oh, I missed a couple in the living room. This is down here. I have a couple of agave, the blue agave right here. And then I have a variegated whalefin Sansevieria, which, look at those roots. It absolutely loves it in here. So let's see, I think that's everything for these rooms. So I hope y'all enjoyed the tour. Please let me know if you had any questions on plants. Sometimes I blank out when I see a plant, and even though I know its name really well, I can't remember it when I see it. So yeah, the only other comment is I found out Amazon let me know I cannot link things below until I have 500 subs. And so I will be linking things below, but they're gonna have really long hyperlinks until I have 500 subs. I don't have anything linked below for today because it was a plant tour. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for going on this journey with me. I hope y'all are having a wonderful December. Just taking time for your plants, taking time for yourself, watering your plants, shining the leaves. Even though it's a busy season, it's really important to take, to de-stress and take me time. And so I will see you again next week. See you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.